Taylor Swift is the hottest ticket in town.
Welcome to the Eras Tour!
And getting your hands on one of these Eras Tour tickets isn't easy, but I did see a girl named Abby on Facebook who needed to get rid of hers. And I thought, well, I'll go ahead and I'll just take them off her hands. So I wrote to her and I said, hi, are they still available? And she said, yeah, I still have them available. They're located in section 134, row 10, seats 6 through 9. Now this was great news. I was going to see Taylor Swift at her Miami show, but I had to know for sure that Abby really had the tickets. So I said, perfect, do you have a screenshot? And then Abby responded with, you dey mad, no find proof go another place. Not proof make you dey find up and down, where a, na ogan go kill your papa. Seems mildly inappropriate for someone who just wanted some assurance that the tickets were real, but this language tells me that this Abby isn't really a Swiftie trying to resell her tickets. She's actually a scammer based in Nigeria, West Africa, who just threatened to have a Nigerian deity kill my dad. And the reason that this scammer broke character is because they looked at my dummy Facebook profile and they realized that it's only a couple days old. They know I'm not a serious buyer, because I'm not. I'm a scam baiter looking to expose the dark truth behind the Taylor Swift ticket scam.
Are you ready for it?
But let's talk about how the Eras Tour created an environment for these scammers to thrive. I called up my friend Matt at the Music Universe who explained that this all began with Ticketmaster totally botching the ticket on sale.
Ticketmaster had never had the demand for tickets that they had for Taylor Swift. So what they tried to do initially is they said, we're going to do a verified fan on sale. So that's where you sign up, you get a code, or you don't. So you either get waitlisted or you get a code. If you get a code, you are allowed access to the on sale. What happened is instead of staggering the on sale by city, they went all at once, all at once. So not only were there bot attacks, you had all the verified fans and you had people that didn't have a code trying to wait out the system and see if they could get into the queue. All of that resulted in 2 billion attacks on the Ticketmaster system. That was it. If you were allowed in, you got a ticket. If you weren't allowed in, you were shut out from the concert completely.
And this left thousands of Swifties empty-handed.
I waited in line for like 6 hours.
There was such an outrage that the Justice Department actually opened an inquiry into Ticketmaster.
It's a nightmare dressed like a daydream.
May I suggest respectfully that Ticketmaster ought to look in the mirror and say, I'm the problem. It's me.
I'm the problem, it's me.
Well, Ticketmaster soon offered a face value resale program where you could resell your tickets on their site and the artist could prevent you from marking them up. But Taylor Swift did not take advantage of this program, meaning that the only way that you could get tickets to her show was on the secondary market.
We're talking $10,000 and $20,000 for floor seats, $5,000 for nosebleed seats.
How much did you pay for Taylor Swift tickets?
I don't know if I want to admit that online.
But on Facebook, you could and you still can find these Taylor Swift ticket resale groups who just want to provide a safe place for Swifties to exchange tickets for face value in the event that they can't go. At least they're supposed to be safe places. But if you walk into one of these groups, you're asking for trouble. Seriously, just go make a post in one of these groups that you need tickets and watch them come to you like moths to a flame. Scammers have found the perfect set of circumstances, especially because it's Taylor Swift, whose fans by nature are sweet and trusting people who would never suspect a fellow Swiftie to take advantage of them. But every day lately, I'm hearing that someone new is getting scammed trying to score tickets.
We have to work for all this money that we didn't get anything for.
You could say it's been a pretty cruel summer. I spoke to several fans who did fall into this trap and thought they were talking to an honest person. This is a guy with a Facebook profile. He had a picture. He looked like a normal guy and everything.
Yeah, he looked like a totally normal guy. He'd had his, page since 2010. He had been constantly posting on it, so I thought this was somebody that I could trust.
But the reason these profiles look legit is because at one point in time, they were legit. Until they were hacked.
The real Corey Jasperson says his Facebook got hacked earlier this summer, and for months he's been trying to get it back.
There were so many hijacked profiles, like Corey's, lurking in these groups that fans began appointing moderators to oversee the transactions. Both parties would have to interact with the moderator to ensure a fair exchange of tickets and money. And that made buyers feel a little bit safer.
I was so scared that he was someone trying to scam me that I was like, okay, maybe I should go with the rules of this Facebook group where you need to have an admin moderated to make sure that it's legit.
But what if the moderator of the group turned out to be the scammer? And so this moderator, this looks like a normal person. Is it a guy or is it a girl? Do you remember the name?
A girl. This
Wow.
was her profile picture.
And Olivia, the moderator, tells Stephanie to go through her and not the guy selling tickets, which makes her feel like she's being protected. But she gives instructions to send a Zelle payment of $500 to a completely different guy.
I wasn't supposed to send money to her. I was supposed to send money to the person who was selling the tickets. She was just moderating it to make sure I was getting legitimate tickets.
But that's how this scam always works. These scammers are giving you a different name to send the money to.
The name on the Venmo was definitely not his name, but since he had told me that it was his business partner that he was selling his tickets, and so I sent the Venmo to his business partner, technically.
I'm so like wrapped up on this idea of getting Taylor Swift tickets and like wanting them right away that like I sent this phone number and money.
But who are these third-party people receiving payments on behalf of the scammers? Well, to find out, you just have to follow the money, which is exactly what Matt did.
I started scam baiting. I just started going to these scammers and saying, hey, I want a ticket and I'll sell you the money.
And if you show interest in the tickets, these scammers will gladly give you a name or a number where you can send the money. But instead of Matt sending them money, he sent them a text message.
Are you aware your Zelle is being used in a ticket scam? He got right back to me and said, oh yeah.
The guy receiving stolen money just admitted that he knew it was a scam, but he didn't always know that until very recently. I called him up to get the full story. What should I call you? Is there a nickname or do you have anything that would work for you?
You can call me anything that's X, just call me X.
So X took me back to the very beginning, a couple years back, when he saw an opportunity to make extra cash online.
So basically it's like this. I was told by the person that they was running a legitimate business. They was running a business where they were selling like body lotions and stuff like shea butter and all of this stuff. And they would say, this is the money, I can't accept money from out of the country. So they would send me the money. The people would send me the money to my Cash App, my Apple Pay, or my Zelle. I would take my percent out, go on Cash App, send to a Bitcoin code that they sent me, and then I would send them a screenshot of the money. And it would just keep repeating like that. On a good day, we can make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000. On a bad day, at least $200.
X thought that he had landed the perfect job where he could help this woman named Rosa overseas get money from her customers in the States. But after a while, X realized that he wasn't actually in the body lotion business because he started getting messages and calls from people asking where their tickets were and accusing him of being a scammer.
And I said, whoa, hold on. I don't know nothing about no scams. Everything that I'm being told is, this is legit business. I break it down to them. They're like, well, no, because they showed me a screenshot of them selling Taylor Swift tickets.
So you realize that you're collecting money and you're involved in some kind of a scam. Did you confront this Rosa? Did you say, hey, I'm not comfortable doing this?
Yeah, I talked to them on Telegram. I said, you told me that this was legitimate business. You told me that we were doing real business, that you had your own company, and I was just taking my cut out of money that you made from legitimate customers. They tried to tell me, well, it is, but that person's crazy and they don't know what they're talking about. Don't talk to them, block them.
And so the work continued and the money continued to roll in. And while X truly believed he was receiving payments for body lotion, he was actually being paid by Swifties and laundering the money for scammers on the other side of the world. Meanwhile, Stephanie is over here trying to get her tickets from Olivia, who just keeps putting her off and eventually deletes the entire Facebook group.
I realized, yeah, this is totally a scam. So I decided to call the number that I had sent the $500 to. When I called the phone number, this random boy answered. And I went off on him, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I called him and I was like, who is this?
And she was like, hey, I didn't get my money back and I didn't get my tickets. Can you just send me my money? I'm really confused on why I didn't get it. I had to break down to her, oh my gosh, you basically got scammed. The people didn't send you tickets because there are no tickets.
And that's when X knew that he had just laundered Stephanie's money. But he knew that he had to make it right and refund her, even if it meant coming out of his own pocket.
He sent me like immediately like $311 back. And then once he got his paycheck the next week, he sent me the rest.
And realizing that what he had been doing for months was illegal, he confronted Rosa and said that Stephanie had told him everything. He said that he was done doing this work. But Rosa wouldn't have it, and the money continued to come into X's account.
I mean, I would just be normal. I wouldn't talk to them on Telegram, but somehow another payment would come to my Zelle. $300 here, $500 there, $700 here. So I'm sitting here like, I told this person don't send nothing else to me.
Rosa was even telling him to keep a higher percentage as long as he continued to stay on board. But instead, he just returned everything that he received as fast as it came in, which really pissed off Rosa and caused her and X to have some really bad blood.
And then they would always threaten me, oh, we're going to get you, we're going to get you, we're going to tell the police, you're scamming me, you're stealing from me, we're going to get you, we're going to come to your house. And I was just like, okay.
There was no way that these scammers were going to let X walk away from this job. He was the key to making their scam work. They could hack all the Facebook profiles they wanted. They could impersonate Facebook group moderators. They could convince every Swiftie in America to drop $500 on a ticket. But unless they had a cash mule like X to launder that money out of the country, their scam hits a dead end. And it was at this point that he was contacted by Matt and introduced to me. And I was not going to let these scammers wield any more power over him. So I said to X, give me the login to your Telegram account. And after logging in, I could see their entire history of working together. I could see X saying that he was done and that he wanted out. And I could see that Rosa was threatening him by saying that she would send someone to his house if he didn't keep working. This was like something from Ozark, where a normal citizen is forced to launder money for a drug cartel. It shows you why some of these mules out there do what they do. They either don't know what they're involved in, or they don't know how to walk away from it without endangering their family. And they're too afraid to talk to police because they know they're involved in something illegal and they fear the consequences. But I was not going to let these scammers think that they had any leverage over X. And I could see that Rosa was demanding $3,000 because apparently that was the amount that X had refunded back to these victims since talking to Stephanie. And Rosa said, pay my money or this won't get easy any minute. You won't believe what would happen to you. So I pretended that I was going to send him a payment through Bitcoin, which I would never do. But I said, done, now leave me alone. Then she said, send me a screenshot. And I could tell that this scammer is impatient and careless, so I just created a trackable link at grabify.link to redirect him to a Cash App site. I used a screenshot.best domain just to see if they'd actually click on it, thinking it was the confirmation. And they did, because they're an idiot. And I was right all along, because this Rosa is hanging out in... Well, Rosa starts freaking out. She says, what's this? Send the screenshot. Don't send me this rubbish link. I won't open nothing. You stupid idiot, you already did. I said, where are you from? She says, bruh, bruh, bruh. I said, you're stuttering. Are you nervous? Are you kidding me or what? I'm pissed, man. I need my money. And I said, is Taylor Swift coming to Nigeria on her tour? She said, I'm not here for no jokes. I said, you are the joke, and you don't know how to spell here. I swear you won't like this. I swear, bruh. She then goes on a crazy rant. She threatens to give out X's number to a crazy fellow that sent $500 once. She's trying to exert fear in her mule, but you can't let these scammers know that you're afraid. You can't let them have that power over you. So I just brushed it off. I simply wrote back with the best Nigerian insult that I could think of. And I said, "Na Ogun, go kill your papa." And with that, he deleted his stupid Telegram account. And that was the last that we ever heard from Rosa. You know, when we think about this Taylor Swift ticket scam, it sounds relatively harmless to just take $500 from some trusting young girls who just wanted to see their favorite artist perform. But we don't think about all the disruption that it causes to the countless lives who are unwillingly dragged into this. You don't think about the people who get their social media hacked and their reputation that gets tarnished. We don't think about the people who are tricked into doing illegal work and threatened from walking away from it. How many lives is it worth turning upside down for a couple $100?
And it takes, like, you know, a tough situation or losing money to recognize that, like, not everyone is as kind as you are.
There's no such thing as fast money. Fast money comes with consequences, always.
Anyone who gets mixed up in this complex scam will have to learn some hard lessons and recover in their own way. But you can learn from their example of what to watch out for. Protect your passwords. Always save screenshots in case you need to report someone. And when you're buying tickets online, always go through trusted sites like StubHub or Vivid Seats. And if you have fallen for this scam, remember that it happens to the best of us. So don't be embarrassed. Use it as an opportunity to become better informed and even warn others. So keep your chin up and just shake it off.
Shake it off.